Oh, that's right in my light, in my eyes. It's bright light.
Oh. I gotta have it in our face.
Look, how about down like on my chest or something? It's 6:30 in the morning. And we're still in our very remote campsite. And the tent was it stayed totally dry. We had 2 thunderstorms come roll through us. The first one, we saw tons of lightning. It got close and we were like, oh my God. We know that when you're on the ground in a tent with a pad, but what about an aluminum frame tent? So we jumped to the truck and waited it out for like 10 minutes, and we went back in, and it was dry in there. It's just condensation from humidity and stuff. So anyway, we're making our coffee, and we're gonna probably pack up. We'll dry the tent out when we get home, and then we're gonna hit one more little trail on the way out of town. It's cool. Jeez. Look at this spot on my head, on my forehead. Are you taking a video? Piggy, 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 piggy. Come out, little piggy, piggy. Good morning.
Good morning.
April 6th, and we are almost out of the
Old Ore Road.
Old Ore Road, which is the this crazy road that's 4x4 only, and it goes to a number of very remote campsites down that kind of follows the river. No, I'm sorry. I don't know where it goes. Anyway, we were out in the middle of nowhere, and we packed up our stuff, and we're just kind of traveling slowly up this road to the main road. We're gonna do one more hike, a little 3-mile hike called Dog Canyon, and then we'll head home. Maybe grab some food on the way, and that'll be the end of our 4-day Big Bend trip. I'm nasty at this point. I've gone 4 days without a shower, and if at any point in my life I wanted to make dreadlocks, this would be the time to do it. Sean washed himself off with the leftover cooler water and a t-shirt, which I thought was a great idea. I didn't do that. Regret it. You know, you get bug dope and Vaseline and all that mixed together, and you just feel nasty. Anyway, so we learned a lot about what we want to take backpacking and camping if we don't have our wonderful tent, which is seen behind us. And anything else you'd like to add, babe? We haven't seen shit for animals, which we were told we'd see a ton out here, but we didn't see anything, and that disappoints my poor husband. Anything else to add?
Oh, well. No. That's about it for right now.
Okay. We're almost out of this road. We're like 100 feet from the main road, and my husband has just informed me that I look like an 80s skier. I see his point, but I also feel like these clothes are sold in today's time, and my shorts are hot pink. Yeah, I realize that. And my jacket, my Patagonia jacket, is sort of a limey yellow green, and I think I'm gonna call bullshit, because I think he's just jealous because everything matches. My hiking boots and my darn tough socks kind of match my pink shorts, and my you know, I think I got a really current ensemble, and you know, he looks like a hippie. You know, he's wearing shit he's had since he went backpacking in Utah, you know, and There he is, taking a picture of himself.
At least that's something you do.
So you know what? I gotta hang out with this guy for one more day.
At least that's something you do in the 2000 decade. Or millennium, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
There's
have
the
no-
road
I have
that
nothing to
that
say.
follows the river. No, I don't know where it goes.
I've just been mocked all morning long since the moment I opened my eyes. My husband has been taunting me. Oh, don't you even run over that bunny. My husband is trying to run over a bunny. I'm sending this video into the authorities. April 6th, and we just got out of having fun with the dirt roads and out backcountry, so now we're back on the paved roads. I'm gonna do a pan real quick. We're real close to the top of Big Bend, exiting towards Marathon, Texas, which will lead us back to Midland. We're gonna wrap up our 4-day hike doing a very short, tiny hike called Dog Canyon Trail. So, 2 planes. Dog Canyon Trail. Forgot to turn all the bright clothes I'm wearing, according to my husband, that belong in the 80s era. I forgot my shades. So I'm hiking into the sun. It's bright. Everything's a little damp and humid from those storms last night. They were pretty crazy. We were late. Babe, did you lock the truck? Okay. So I went into the tent about, I don't know, 8. And then Sean sat up on a, he sat up, put his camping chair up on the bear container, the big food storage container. And his video is pretty funny. He kind of has this sad look on his face and talking about all the creatures he didn't see, like the javelinas and the spiders and all that kind of stuff. And it's a pretty cute video, my husband. Anyway, so he crawls in and looking out the window, and I'd fallen asleep for about 2 hours, and then just big bright flashes of light, and we were just kind of going, uh-oh, rolling thunder. And it didn't roll over us, but it rolled close to us. But we were still kind of spooked, not knowing if our tent, because it has aluminum frames, we weren't quite sure what the heck is going on with all these bugs. We weren't quite sure if the aluminum, there's a bunny right there,
yep,
was going to strike. So we jumped into the truck for a while. Anyway, there's a lot of bugs and I got a swat, so I'm gonna check on out.
we are at Dog Canyon Trail. Looks like we're a little over halfway. And overall, I think if I was to come back to Big Bend, it would be in the winter, or late fall, early spring. Sydney and I aren't really people who enjoy the heat, so there's a good 5 hours of the day that we are trying to avoid being outside, and it wasn't even that hot compared to what it does get like here. So since we like cooler and can always layer up to stay warm, it's a lot more difficult to get cool. So if we were to redo this, I think we're going to come back probably this late fall and go focus on spending some time over in the Gila National Wilderness, or Gila Forest Wilderness, something like that. Plus it has more mountains and rivers, and so that's where I think our next trip will be, over there. I know we got a fall trip planned somewhere down by San Antonio because of the maple tree leaves turning and so forth. But overall, I give Big Bend a 7. After you've been to all these other national parks, this one really doesn't have anything significant to be like awe-inspiring compared to like your Utah National Forests and Olympic Peninsula up in Washington, Glacier National Park in Montana. You know, all those things really make you go wow. And then you come here and it's just kind of like, eh. So if you live in Texas, don't go to those places if you really like Big Bend. That's our 2 cents on that. But, you know, it's a good place. I mean, Texas doesn't really have a lot of open spaces because everything's privately owned. So it's a good place to come and get away if you don't own a bunch of land somewhere to do it on your own spot. So it's about 85% humidity, 70 degrees, and for Sydney and I, this is miserable, but we'll get her done. Probably about a half mile out, so see you in a little bit. Okay, so we decided to make a right and go to Devil's Den. I feel like going to a slot canyon, and Sydney didn't care. So now we got more of this clay mud that gets stuck to your shoes. Just makes everything difficult to hike in, but another thing is we have no idea how long this hike is. So we'll figure it out. Get eaten by the black flies. See where it takes us. So we were gonna go into Devil's Den, but it's just humid. The bugs are really bad. We didn't bring any bug dope, ill prepared, and so since we didn't know how far it was, we didn't want to invest that much time in it. So we're just gonna head back to our turning point here in the river wash and head to Dog Canyon real quick. I think we're about 0.4 miles. Go and check that out, so at least we have some kind of destination, and then boogie back to the truck. My wife brought a tank top. She's getting eaten alive. She's being a trooper though. But there's bugs all over. Pretty. think we're in it.
This is really cold through here. I have to admit that. You think a bobcat might be watching this right now? Just like when the water's like flowing through here. Or like if you could raft down this thing, that'd be fun. Right from starting north.
Is there mud there, babe?
Yeah. Hurry. Hurry. Wait, is that a video?
Yeah. And we're out. Mile and a half back to the truck. Change out of our sweaty shirts. And start heading back to Midland. Plan our next journey. Sydney will be on the job hunt and making things. I go back to the office, see what I missed. It was a good trip. Did you have fun, sweetie?